In October 2015, northern Iraq was an ISIS stronghold. The militants killing and kidnapping anyone who opposed them.
I think we all witnessed the mass atrocities that ISIS was committing, and it's one that could be compared to, Nazi Germany at the time.
Sergeant Major Thomas Payne was part of an elite U.S. Army Special Ops team sent to free dozens of hostages.
If we didn't action this target, then the hostages would probably be executed.
So they had already dug graves to bury them in?
Yes, sir.
Payne and the team choppered in.
Chief passes the 1-minute call back. That's when you make that transition, from soldier to warrior. That's when all joking stops and it's game time.
They landed next to an ISIS prison, a compound with 2 low buildings. At wheels down, Payne says all hell broke loose.
It's at nighttime. It's a complete brownout. We're in an intense firefight right off the bat. There's smoke and dust everywhere.
Payne entered one building, meeting little resistance, but the team raiding the other building needed backup.
This is basically a sprint to the other building about 30 yards away. The building's on fire. It's hot. It's hard to breathe. We're coughing up, kind of almost black, kind of soot.
And worse still, Master Sergeant Josh Wheeler is killed during the operation.
And Master Sergeant Josh Wheeler put the hostages' lives above our own.
But there was no time for grief. Payne rushed into the ISIS prison. The militants inside were shooting and detonating suicide vests.
So the building's starting to collapse. We have hostages inside. We're being engaged by enemy combatants.
Payne and the other commandos pushed on and freed the Iraqi hostages.
You see their faces light up. Some are crying. Some are happy. There's a mixed emotions. Some of them realize they're being liberated.
In this video, you can see Payne checking if the building is all clear.
How many hostages did you and the team manage to get out of these 2 buildings?
In the first building, I believe it was 37, and the other building, it was 38 hostages. The building that was on fire, that was collapsing.
For his bravery and sacrifice, Payne today will receive the Medal of Honor on 9/11.
I don't consider myself a recipient. I consider myself a guardian of this medal. What I can say is that I've had the honor and privilege to serve with the greatest men and women of the 9/11 generation.
Sergeant Major Payne was in high school on 9/11 and says it inspired him to enlist. The rescue operation he helped lead was one of the biggest in U.S. military history.
Richard. To the President of the United States of America, the Department of Defense Chain of Command, and my fellow Americans, thank you. This is truly an honor. The Hawija hostage rescue raid on October 22nd, 2015 highlights our country's undying commitment to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Men of the United States Special Operations Command risked their lives, and Master Sergeant Josh Wheeler gave his life in order to liberate the oppressed, so that the liberated now have the second chance at life and the pursuit of happiness. Anytime our boots hit the ground, we are ambassadors of the American way of life. As soon as we infill behind enemy lines on the Hawija hostage rescue, we were in an intense firefight. Our courage partners were engaged in perfect interlocking sectors of fire. Master Sergeant Wheeler knew what had to be done, and he did not hesitate. He looked back at another assaulter and gave the command, "On me." On me is a command that fearless leaders give to lead, motivate, and inspire on the field of battle. Josh gave the command, "On me," and those were his last words, as he led the way, running toward the sound of the guns. Josh's actions set the standard. That it was our duty to liberate the oppressed and complete the mission. Other assaulters held down the breach point, all the way down to their last magazine, while bullets were ripping through their uniform. I witnessed assaulters fearlessly fight on a rooftop of a burning building while engaging ISIS combatants as the enemy initiated multiple suicide vests right underneath our feet. Other assaulters began breaching the prison windows, while a sustained rate of enemy machine gun fire poured out of the burning building. My teammates, the heroes of the Hawija hostage rescue's actions, are the epitome of selfless service. Their legacy, along with the legacy of the 9/11 generation, will live on with this Medal of Honor. And the spirit of the Medal of Honor lives inside every great American. To the next generation of great American warriors, keep your aim true, stay vigilant, and be prepared to push our Army to new limits. We look forward to gracing the field of battle and destroying the enemy with you. Thank you, I look forward to serving our great country as the Medal of Honor Guardian. Rangers lead the way, and from the words of Master Sergeant Josh Wheeler, on me.